Nothing happens by accident. This is something that took me a long time to understand. My grandfather used to say this one phrase that used to piss me off. He said, everything happens for the best. Everything happens for the best. And as a kid, I used to say, no, that's not true. That's not true. But now I see the point. If you take it as that, it really allows you, one, to still keep going even at the worst times. Because in your mind, you go, okay, there will be a good outcome for whatever happened right now. That's my mindset. Now I understand what he was saying. Because I truly believe nothing happens by accident. And the reason I'm saying that is everything you do or everything that happens to you, you can learn and get better. Meaning that's another skill in your toolbox that you can use. And I know a lot of people, I used to think the same way. Here, this is stupid. This is really stupid. I used to think that too. I remember, 18 months ago? 18 months ago. I broke my ankle. And in that moment, it was so much pain. I almost started crying the first night because it was swollen. I didn't go to the doctor because I thought, oh, maybe I just rolled my ankle or sprained it. But in my mind, I never thought that, oh, fuck, I could have broken it. And it was as big as a potato. It looked like I had 3 legs and 2 of them combined to become one. That's how humongous it was. And the first 5 days, it hurt like a bitch. It was more than ever, the pain. I couldn't walk, I was hopping. And that week, my friends went out for multiple raves. I had to go to raves. My sister threw a party in our apartment because we all were planning to go to the rave together, but I was sitting on the bed with a broken fucking ankle. And I'm not saying I was really mad, but I was upset. Everyone was going out, I was sitting in my bed. And that moment you would say, oh yeah, not everything happens for the best. Yes, but there's one thing that happened to me that I am grateful that I broke my ankle. I used to have severe FOMO, the fear of missing out. Every single time my friends went out, I said, man, I gotta go out. I had multiple sleepless nights because my friends never went to class. I went to class after staying up all night and then back to work and then to my second job. The FOMO killed me because I had 2 jobs. I was trying to get a 4.0 GPA and go out every single night. And I get home at 4 a.m., 5 a.m., 6 a.m. But the instant I broke my ankle, all of that went away. Because I lost all my FOMO because I couldn't leave. And now I can say no whenever I want. And I don't feel FOMO anymore. I say no more than I say yes now. Because that moment, 18 months ago, where I broke my ankle, gave me the skill and the power of saying no. I think after that, it changed my whole view on the thing that nothing happens by accident. And I actually agree with my grandfather, who said, everything happens for the best. Because you gotta trust the process. The pain you go through right now is the pain that you have to go through to get better. Because nobody succeeds when there's no pain. You remember the Rocky cutscene, right? He's doing pull-ups, he's doing crunches, he's running, he's boxing. And everyone wants to be in the Rocky cutscene when he's trying to get better, when he's going from okay to a legend. But the problem is, everyone sees that and they go, oh, the cutscene's 5 minutes. But the actual cutscene is 5 years. It took me a long time to realize this too. But you need to keep going and progress or perfection. Because in some seasons, just surviving and keep on going is winning. And that's why whenever I'm not getting the results I want, I'm not succeeding the way I want, I always think, am I doing all the inputs? If I am, that's fine. Because I'm in the Rocky cutscene. The only problem is that they don't add in the Rocky cutscene is the self-doubt to get every single day. because you don't know you're going to succeed. In the movie, obviously, you know Rocky's going to succeed. But in real life, you're not. And that's why having that mentality of thinking, okay, everything happens for a reason. Trust the pain, trust the process, allows you to have less anxiety, less fear, because you're focusing on everything you can control, not on stuff you cannot control. This is something that I was thinking about today because every Sunday is like the end of the week, and I start thinking, could have done more, could have done this. Then I started realizing it's fine if I should only focus on things that I couldn't do. Oh, I couldn't upload another video. I wasted more time. That's fine. But don't focus on the outcomes. That, oh, I'm not getting enough views. I'm not making enough friends. I'm not getting the success I want. It will happen if you focus on the inputs. And I'm not saying this to preach to you. I'm trying to say this also to me. Like whenever I make content, I make it for a version of myself. And that's why I thought this was really important. Because a younger version of myself, and when I mean younger, it could be like 2-3 weeks younger, it could be 4 years younger, is thinking that, why is it not working out? But that's because you're in that cutscene. And you might be in the midpoint, you might be in the start, you might be almost at the end. But you don't know until you finish it. You don't want to be the type of person that was one step to get away from the cutscene, but stops and goes back to what they were years ago. I really hope this helped, because sometimes I just sit there thinking, why? Why is it not happening? Why is my life so shitty? But in those moments, I also realize this is when most people quit. And that's the reason why they don't win. So I really hope this helped. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see y'all next time.